Dear students, now here we will see costovertebral joint. The costovertebral joint is formed by the head of the rib and the two demi-facets found on the adjacent thoracic vertebrae. So this joint is called as costovertebral joint. It is a plain synovial joint formed by the head of the rib and the two demi-facets on the adjacent thoracic vertebrae. Okay, the costal facet on the head of the rib is small and it is oval shaped and slightly convex. Facets on the vertebrae from T2 to T8 are formed by two concave demi-facets on the inferior body of one vertebra on the superior body of the vertebrae below it. That means it is having four demi-facets, two superior and two inferior, and in the thoracic it is also having another facets which articulate with the transverse processes of the transverse processes which will articulate with the tubercle of the rib. Okay, two facets are present on the transverse processes of the thoracic vertebrae. But in the costovertebral joints, only these facet joints which are facets which are present on the thoracic vertebrae only forms the costovertebral joint. Okay, now here you can see the costovertebral joint here. This is the longitudinal section of the costovertebral joint. Here you can see the adjacent to thoracic vertebrae, and here this is the head of the rib which is having superior facet as well as the inferior facet. The superior facet is small when compared to the inferior facet, which is articulating with the inferior demi-facets present on the higher vertebrae, whereas the inferior articulating facet of the head of the rib is articulating with the corresponding vertebrae. For example, it is a second vertebrae, so the superior head articulates with the first thoracic vertebrae, and the inferior facet articulates with the same second thoracic vertebrae. And the ridge which is present in between the two facet is attached with the disc by an ligament called intra-articular ligament, which attaches the ridge of the head of the neck with that of the intervertebral disc. Okay, and this ligament is intracapsular. This ligament is intracapsular. So this is a plain synovial joint. So this joint is covered by a synovial membrane. Okay, so this ligament is intracapsular ligament, dividing the joint cavity into two. So the ligament divides this joint cavity into two cavities. Okay, now the articular surfaces of the head of ribs 2 to 10, so from 2nd to 10, fit snugly into the angle formed by the vertebral facets and the discs. Okay, and the remaining first, 11th and 12th ribs articulate with only one vertebrae. Each of the costal and vertebral articular surfaces are joined by a thin fibrous capsule and the supporting ligaments. So this capsule and the supporting ligaments. So the articulation of ribs from 2nd to 10 includes an interosseous or intra-articular ligament that lies within the capsule. Okay, from 2nd to 10, costovertebral joints will have this intra-articular ligament. Okay, and you have to see the difference. So from T2 to T8, from T2 to T8 are formed by two concave demifacets on the inferior body of the one vertebrae and on the superior body of the vertebrae below it, from where to where? T2 to T8. And from T2 to T10, vertebrae forms the costovertebral joints with adjacent two thoracic vertebrae. But the first 11th and 12th ribs articulates with only one vertebrae. The intra-articular ligament we can see is from 2nd to 10. So these things you have to note it in this costovertebral joints. And the supporting ligament is one, you already know that one is the intra-articular ligament and also the capsule. Another important ligament regarding this costovertebral joint is the triradiate ligament. What do you call? Triradiate ligament or stellate ligament. So which is giving reinforcement to this joint on the anterolateral aspect of the capsule. So this is having three branches, so it is called as triradiate ligament. One is the superior, inferior and the middle fibers. The superior and the inferior fibers are attached to the vertebral bodies, whereas the middle fibers attached to the intervertebral disc. So this is called as triradiate ligament, which is giving support or reinforcement to the joint on the anterolateral aspect, whereas on the posterior side the capsule is giving support to this joint. That posterior capsule is fused with the posterior longitudinal ligament, so which gives support on the posterior aspect of this joint. Okay, now the costovertebral joints that articulate with single vertebrae are more mobile than those joints that articulate with two vertebrae. What are the ribs? What are the ribs articulate with the single vertebrae? Yes, that is first 11th and 12th ribs articulates with only one vertebrae and the remaining are articulating with two adjacent vertebrae. The movements which are taking place at all costovertebral joints are rotation and gliding. Rotation and gliding. So this is about the costovertebral joint.